We're joined by Will Quinones from Panther Baseball. Will, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
What's your major at Florida Tech and why did you choose it? Is it something that you've always wanted to do?
I'm an information systems major, and I've been fascinated by computers ever since I was little. I'm always on one, video gaming and whatnot. So I was like, what better to pick like a major I'm gonna enjoy and use the rest of my life.
What was it about Florida Tech that drew you here?
I really, really like how the beach is right there, and also it's like a small town vibe. Big community colleges are pretty cool, but like being able to see all your friends out together and not be scrambled and packed everywhere is a good feeling. Feels like home.
How do you plan to use your degree after graduation?
Hopefully land a job in something cybersecurity related or like IT work. And I know there's a big shortage of IT guys, so hopefully land something there.
What are some of the projects that you've been able to work on in your classes so far?
One big one that I actually enjoyed making was this blackjack project, and it's basically a C++ program language that you had to program a game of blackjack onto your computer and have it spit out your cards and how many you received and what number they are, like ace, jack, and whatnot, and then it gives you your total number. If you bust over 21, then you lose. So
that actually does sound fun.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
During baseball season, you've got all the practices. We see you guys out there all the time. You've got these road trips that take you all over, and it gets very busy in the spring, especially in March when it feels like we have 3, 4, 5 games a week. How do you keep everything balanced once the season starts?
Well, we usually have one off day a week, and I usually use that off day to get any schoolwork I have out of the way, any downtime I want. And we also have a Sunday off too, so that helps too. The midweek and the Sunday off really is when I get all my work done and my leisure time done.
How has being a college athlete prepared you for what you want to do in the IT field? And do you feel like there's any lessons that baseball's taught you that you apply to your studies?
Yes, a big thing from baseball that is going to translate over is working in groups and teams. And basically, it taught me how to, state what's on your mind, and hopefully everybody else, if they have something they disagree with, they can speak out against it, and basically just work as a family or a unit together.
What advice would you give to an athlete that's coming to Florida Tech that might be looking at information systems?
I'd say to them they should probably start early and look up coding bat and start programming a little bit just to get their feet in the water before they get here, because when I didn't know anything about it when I first got here. I was more onto the business side of it, but the coding aspect is really complicated if you really don't know what you're getting into. So I'd say that if you're going to get into it, look at little training sites.
Has that changed your perspective? You talked about looking more at the business side. Do you feel like now that you've gone through it, the idea of what appeals to you about your major has changed?
The business aspect is I'd say how the computers parts work and whatnot, and how you trade, use that sales, how to sell product of computer stuff, and the information, the tech side is why things work and what you can do to problem solve if something fails on the system. So that's what helped me.
So you're in year 3 now with Panther Baseball, and what have you enjoyed the most about your time here at Florida Tech, and what are you looking forward to this upcoming season?
Well, one thing that I really like here is how close I've become with my roommates and the guys on the team as well. This feeling really close, and what I'm looking forward to this year is hopefully a natty. That's what I hope for.
We love to hear that too.
Yeah.
Will, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.